The RTFT All-Star Racing League is on the air. Live from the Phoenix International Speedway, it's the Sudden Death in the Desert 100. Tony Trapasso up in the booth. Joined with me, by always, is my partner in crime, Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett. Sam, long see no time.
I know, yeah. Sorry about my continual absence, guys. I'm back now. I had some personal issues to get rid of, but yeah, I'm here again. I finally made the trip up to Phoenix and wanted to see what the hell was going on. So yeah, looking forward to this one tonight.
Well, I mean, you know, let's be honest with the folks. It wasn't a personal issue. You got a real life job.
Yeah,
which is awesome. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Been looking for a job for a while. I mean, like yourself, I mean, you got a real life job as well, and you know how it feels. I mean, it's a long time coming, and when you get that job, I mean, it kind of takes over everything else, and that's kind of what it did. It just took over everything, and I had to miss a few weeks. But yeah, I'm here now. I'm ready to go. Ready to watch these guys duke it out for the chase and see who comes out on top tonight.
Well, as far as the playoffs go, it's a real tight points battle. You've missed a couple of really good weeks with a couple of non-playoff contenders stealing the wins, with Ray Black Jr. winning at winning at Daytona, and I know I'm going to catch hell for this, but I forget who the hell won last week.
Dustin Dean.
Thank you. I wanted to say Dustin Ping, and then I looked at the points and it's like, wait, no, he's in. Oh, that's right. There's two Dustins in the league. Yeah, Dustin Dean stealing the win last week. So at Texas. So the point standings currently look like this: Garrett Main sitting at the top of the board with 106 points. Francois Pelletier currently in second with 100 points. Michael Jeans with 90 points. And Ronnie Osmer is currently at the cutoff with 83 points. Currently on the outside looking in, Zach Brew at 77 points, Dustin Ping at 74 points, Jonathan Medeiros at 32, so it is an absolute must-win for Medeiros tonight. And Steve Gauthier, who apparently has withdrawn from the playoffs, as I don't see him in the session again tonight. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking at a maximum of 60 points somebody can gain. Medeiros needs the win, and I'm not talking about a segment win. He needs to win the race to be able to move on to Homestead. Garrett Maines just needs to, maintain what he's been doing. Consistent finishes towards the front. Same thing with Frenchie. Frenchie's had a great second round of the playoffs. They just need good points nights. Michael Jeans is in the same boat. He just needs a strong points finish. And Ronnie needs to finish ahead of Zach, Dustin, and John.
Well, the problem is that Garrett Maines is actually on fire tonight. He's almost a tenth faster than Dustin Dean, who's sitting in second right now. So he's a man on a mission tonight, as well as Michael Jeans. He's up there as well in the top 5, but the rest of the chasers, they're pretty low down right now, so they need to step up their game if they want to get anywhere further in this chase.
That they do. And speaking of chasers and guys that are doing different things, some news coming out of Evolution Racing this week. The 95 of Mr. Robert Hill Jr. has just signed on with Evolution Racing. This is going to be the first race that Robert has been a teammate, and he's going to be a teammate to Mr. Ronnie Osmer tonight.
Yeah, it's great to see Robert Hill join the phenomenal Evolution family, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do for the teams. Well, for the Evolution Racing side of the whole family. And yeah, I hope he has a nice long stay with us.
And it's going to be fun to run some of the endurance races with him coming up, as far as the phenomenal Evolution motorsports program goes, you and I are part of the endurance team, anyways, from a driver standpoint. So,
Oh yeah.
you know, it'll be fun to be able to climb into the cars with those two guys for the longer races, you know, and see how driver changes go with them.
Well, yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm thoroughly looking forward to Daytona. I know it's still 2 months away, but I mean, these kind of races take a lot of preparation, and to have someone like Robert Hill Jr. join the ranks and help us out with these endurance races, as well as all the other guys in the teams, it's good to see, and I'm hoping we can get a good showing, a good strong showing out there in Florida.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, Daytona, late January is when that one's slated to go off. You know, so it's still plenty of time to figure out which car we want to run, because I know some of the guys want to run the tin top car and some of the guys want to run the prototype. So we may possibly be fielding two teams for that one, but that has yet to be determined. I do know, me personally, depending on which session we're looking to go into, you know, I close on Friday and then open on Saturday at work. So I'm not going to be available till at least 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday to be able to hop in the car. But just about two minutes left in where are we here? 2 minutes left in hot laps. Thank you. As being told that we're running with an open dog leg tonight, and the one caution that we have heard from our setup guru is that the car, if you're under hard braking going into one, the car has a tendency to want to get a little tail happy. Now, that's something that you can dial out with brake bias to an extent, but that's something we're probably going to want to keep an eye on. Also, it's an open dog leg in the back. Now, for those of you who don't understand what we're talking about, we're going to pull the standings off the screen, as that's the 3-4 complex you're seeing right there. And we'll point it out to you if we can get a good shot of it. Come on, camera guy, do your job. Let's see who's on the track right now. We're going to go on board with Garrett Maines as soon as I can. There it is. So we're on board with Garrett Maines. Here he is coming onto the front straightaway. So we're going to do a lap with Garrett. This is on his helmet cam. Actually, yeah, this is Garrett. Going into turn one, you see a car poofing in front of him. Now, if you'll notice, he can go all the way down to that wall. This is the dogleg that we're talking about. So it's wide open through there. So you're going to see guys trying to use that to make up some time. The only thing you got to watch out for is if somebody gets a run off of one, or coming out of what's essentially turn two, and they move up alongside of where you're trying to re-enter the track, you could have some troubles, as Garrett hand grenades an engine. So that was interesting to watch.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
On board with
a bit unusual.
Brent Cool now. And looks like, yep, that's going to do it for the hot lap session as the red flag flies. So we are going to bring the standings back up so we can follow along with live timing and scoring.
We have a stacked field tonight.
I'm noticing that as well. There's a ton of cars here tonight. But would like to take this moment to remind everybody that you are watching a presentation of the Beaufort Broadcasting Company, the other BBC, and this is the RTFT All-Star Racing League Pro Series. They're AM Series, as they call it, or non-professionals. Runs every Sunday night, starting at 8 p.m. This being the Pro Series. You have to prove yourself in the AM Series before you can move into the Pros. So, not noticing any new names getting the call up this week, but we would ask you to like, subscribe, and share this video. And if you like the action that you see on the screen, go ahead and wait till after the live portion of the stream is over. Wait till the replay, and go ahead and drop a comment below this broadcast with your iRacing screen name. We'll pass it along to Taylor Burris, league owner, and see if we can't get you added to the Sunday Night AM Series.
Now, speaking of the AM Series, I'm noticing that last night's winner is not here tonight, which is rather unusual because usually the winner of the AM race is usually one of the favourites to do well in the pro race, which is and that person is actually Jonathan DeCoisha. He won last night's AM race and he's decided not to turn up tonight. So unfortunate for him, but also he's going to miss out on a very good race tonight, I think.
True story. But as we're watching live timing and scoring, take a look at what you're seeing in your top 5 right now. You have Garrett Maines, who's leading the points and won one segment last week. It's David Bigger goes second quick. Dustin Dean, who won last week's final segment, currently sitting third quick. Ray Black Jr., who won at Daytona, sitting fourth quick. Brad Miller sitting fifth quick, and Ronnie Osmer, who is the current bubble driver, sitting sixth quick. So it's going to be a big hill to climb as we're looking. Jonathan Medeiros currently ninth quick. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Medeiros, Ping, excuse me, Medeiros, Ping, and you know, the rest of these guys to try to get where they need to be. And I can,
yeah, one interesting piece of strategy I'm seeing here.
Real quick, Sam, before we go on to that, you wanted to say something about what happened this week?
Yeah, as we all, I'm just going to take it down a notch here while people are putting lap times in. Obviously, as most of you all know, there was an incident that took place last night in Sutherland Springs. It's a small town in Texas, population of only 600 people, but someone took it upon themselves to commit a horrible atrocity last night, yesterday, and attack a church full of people, young and old.
So thoughts and prayers go out to the victims and their families. We would ask that you join us in a moment of silence.
Yeah.
And we also ask that you join us in remembering that this coming Saturday is Veterans Day, and on behalf of the entire Bofa Broadcasting Company, with respect, honor, and gratitude, we do say thank you to America's veterans and all the veterans around the world. Thank you for coming home safe and sound. Please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as our very good friend, Mr. Terry Adams, plays the American National Anthem. All right, so cars starting to grid up right now. Garrett Maines and David Bigger are going to make up row number 1. Row 2 is going to go to Dustin Dean and Michael Jeans, with Ray Black Jr. and Brad Miller making up row number 3. Ronnie Osmer and Logan Lane going to be row number 4, with Robert Hill Jr. and Jonathan Medeiros in row 5. Row 6 is going to see Dalton Williamson and Ryan McPhail, with Dustin Ping and Francois Pelletier making up row 7. Row 8 is going to see Andy DeLay and Brett Kuhl, with Butch Frazier and Cody Eldred making up row 9. Row 10 is going to see Sean Dewar and Zach Brew. And failing to... now, mind you, Butch Frazier was the last car to take time in qualifying. Nick Reynolds currently waiting to grid up as pace car starts to roll off. And here we go, kids.
Now, as I was trying to allude to before all that happened, I noticed a bit of strategy from Zach Brew's side, opting not to take a lap time when he's fighting for the chase spot with Ronnie Osmer.
Going to start in the back and let the dumpster fire happen in front of him.
Yeah, that's a good strategy to have, but we all know what Ronnie's like. I mean, he'll be up there as soon as he can, and to catch Ronnie from that far back might be a tall order, knowing what Ronnie's like up there.
And here we go. Pace car is in. Garrett Maines has control of the field as they come out of turn number 4.
Green, green, green.
And we are live from Phoenix.
Dustin Dean taking the inside line on David Bigger, who started up in second place, being pushed by Ray Black Jr. and Ronnie Osmer right now. Garrett Maines is checked out already.
Half a second to the good. Ooh, who just walloped the wall?
Brent Kuhl. He is smoking heavily at the back there. Wall contact by the looks of things, but his night is not started the way he wanted it to be.
And once again, I would like to thank Trading Paints for
Yellow flag is out.
not working properly for me.
Oh, we got a spinner there.
That's Cody Eldred. What happened to Cody? Let's back that beautiful beam footage up about 15 seconds. Just getting a little sideways. That was what Taylor had warned us about during the little talk that we had with him in the pre-race before we went on the air, saying that if you did have to really jump on the binders going into 1, that it was going to be a bad night. Now, the good news is for the Old School Motorsports 114, it didn't look like he hit anything, and it didn't look like anything hit him. So here's Cody going into 1, just guessed wrong.
Yeah, I've noticed that middle to high line is very slippery, so people need to be careful of that. It's going to be interesting to see how people can handle that line going through the corners.
So, self-spin bringing out the first caution. Again, luckily, Cody Eldred not collecting anyone else in that little fracas there. It looks like he's going to take it pit side and go for new tires already. I believe that's Michael Jeans directly behind him, too. So, looks like Logan Lane, Zach Brew, Butch Frazier, Cody Eldred, Michael Jeans, and Brett Kuhl all going pit side. Looks like Kuhl head to toe. So...
yeah, he was smoking pretty heavily after
big
that.
damage on the 4, and as our friend Layla Wilson would say, he probably twiffed the engine already. So that's going to burn his fast repair early. So something to be mindful of as the race progresses. Now, segments tonight are going to be 25, 25, and 50. So competition caution once they complete lap 25. Another competition caution once they complete lap 50. And then hopefully we will stay green until lap 100. Go ahead and get the hate mail going right now, folks. Because I think I just jinxed us.
As long as it wasn't me jinxing people this time, that's the main thing. Although Frenchie still owes me a kick in the nuts, so...
True story. And he's already said that he's going to borrow Junior's plane. Now, speaking of which, Mr. Ray Black Jr. made his second Monster Energy Cup start yesterday at Texas. Unfortunately, electrical gremlins not allowing them to finish as well as they would have expected. A couple Xfinity races left, with them going to Phoenix this coming week, and then Homestead, Miami for the season finale, and then they're going to focus on the Monster Energy Cup race next season at Daytona. So rough. It was a rough one yesterday for Ray and the entire Scuba Life team, but it's kind of to be expected. Some teething pains going from one series to the next, and it's a self-funded team. So if there's any of the bigger teams out there that are looking for a driver that really knows how to handle his own, I dare say the driver of the 07 would be your man. And there's a couple of drivers. Actually, if you're looking right now on screen, you see Ronnie Osmer in the 55 and Ray Black Jr. in the 07. I'm thinking that would be a hell of a team to field if there's any
most definitely
teams out there that are looking to get their ranks set up for the 2018 season.
Ronnie Osmer, he's only 17, but he's making a pretty big name for himself in the ARCO late model series right now.
Very much so, and like I said, Ray Black Jr. has got Xfinity starts. Ronnie's got real life ARCA starts. So pace car is in. Here we go. Garrett Means in control of the field, pulls the trigger as they start to exit turn 4, and he gets a hell of a jump. Good grief! As David Bigger and Dustin Dean battling it out for second right now. As there goes Brad Miller to the inside.
Making good use of that dog leg. We've got a spinner with Zach Brewy's around. And Sean Dewar. No caution, though.
Yeah, there is a caution.
Oh, there is? Okay.
And here we go. We're watching the replay now. There's Brewer on the outside. And it just looks like he was trying to get low, and Andy DeLay did not use the dog leg like Brew probably thought he was going to. Here they are coming through 1-2 again. And, Brew just... Apparently, DeLay thought Brew was going to use the dog leg and just didn't. And let's see what happened to Sean as you see him there in the Old Schools Motorsports number 62. It looked like he just locked him up trying to avoid the 05 of Brew. So, tough break for one of our chase contenders with Zach Brew. Getting spun. Didn't look like he hit too much. Just a little crinkle there in the fender, but he should be okay.
Yeah, I think he'll survive to tell another tale, but that sure was a scary moment for him. I mean, it could have gone 10 ways but worse, but...
Oh, that was a scary moment for Dustin Ping as well, as he drove through the smoke and basically cold trickled that thing. The good way. Didn't have to be airlifted to Daytona Memorial Hospital and get hit on by an Australian doctor. Anyways,
Brent Cool getting his lucky dog as we're fantasizing about certain Australian actresses.
Now, speaking of which, and just random thought, did you ever see her first feature film?
I don't recall.
It's called BMX Bandits. If you can find a copy of that, it's an interesting tale. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I remember seeing that as a kid, going, "Hey, that's in." I had no idea what her actual name was, but that's the girl from the movie. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because.
What is it? Vanilla Sky interesting or?
It was made in Australia.
Okay.
In the early '80s, when the BMX craze was sweeping the world for the first time.
Yeah.
So, you know, kind of go with that thought. It was kind of like, oh, how should I put this? Think Goodfellas meets Sons of Anarchy, but it's kids on BMX bikes instead of motorcycles.
Right.
And you'll kind of get an idea of where that movie goes. But anyways, Garrett Main's continuing to show the way as we're currently working lap 10, still under caution for the second time. David Bigger sitting in second, Brad Miller, Dustin Dean, and Ronnie Osmer rounding out your top 5. So,
I've noticed Ray Black Jr. and Ronnie Osmer holding station there up in the 3rd row. They're just biding their time, waiting for a chance to get forward, but nothing seems to be coming so far. But as we already know, this is a long race, and anything can happen up until that point. So,
well, when you take a look at the the current stats of the race, we're working lap 11, and we've had 8 laps under caution.
yeah.
Now that includes the lap that the green flag flew, the lap that the caution came out on. So technically, they've only truly completed 1 lap at pace.
Pace car's off.
And I'm not live.
Green, green, green.
I am now.
Away they go.
Just in time to watch Garrett Maines pull the trigger. And they are 3 wide behind him.
4 wide. Oh wow, that's gone away badly. But all of them make it through. What a move by
At
Ray Black Jr.
Phoenix. They made it work at Phoenix.
4 wide at Phoenix. That's unheard of. Surely.
And well, what's unheard of is the fact that nobody had to be airlifted to Levine Memorial.
I know, right?
And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the hospital closest to the track is in Levine, Arizona. As
That's Robert Hill Jr.
that
going
is
round.
Robert Hill Jr.
Oh, we got another spin further up into the dog leg.
I see that. Well, let's see what happened with Robert Hill Jr. See if he had any help. Looks like he may have had contact with the 12, and that's the other car that spun. Ryan McPhail fighting to Zach Brew avoided a bullet. So did Dustin Payne.
And that's the last thing Zach Brew needs is to get involved in another dumpster fire.
Looks like Ping may have gotten a piece of it. Yup, there it is. Brew taking a face of action though, so he escapes unscathed. But yeah, let's see what the chopper picked up on that one, as we're gonna watch that replay again here. We're watching the 12 of Ryan McPhail, the tiger striped car, just gets sideways, collects. It looks like he may have made contact with Frenchie as well. So getting into Robert Hill Jr., touching Francois Pelletier, and then collecting Dustin Ping. So, that's not what Ping wanted.
Now, I don't recall, but obviously I've not been here, so I don't know what's been going on, but is Frenchie still in the chase?
Frenchie is currently second in the chase. As what happened to Cody Eldred? Why is he being pushed?
I'm not sure. Has he had some kind of engine failure?
I'm looking. There it is. The engine. You know what? I bet he stepped on the clutch instead of the brake. Because that
would be my guess.
That engine just hand grenaded, and thankfully, Michael Jeans, being a nice guy, just decided to give Cody some help and get him back to the pits there. But yeah, that's a rough one. Eldred going a lap down. So, yeah, that's a rough one.
He blew the engine just before he got to the incident between Hill Jr. and McPhail. So
that's what makes me think that he accidentally hit the clutch pedal instead of the brake pedal.
Yeah, it's a shame for Cody. I mean, he's not had the best of runs in this series so far this season. So
Yeah, it has been a rough one. You know, but he still got plenty of time to get that lucky dog back.
oh yeah, I mean Brent Cool grenaded his engine early in the race, and he's already back on the lead lap, so he's all good.
So,
yeah,
we shall see what's going to happen here. Is I believe we are 2 to go. Should be 1 to go this time across the stripe. As nope, now we are 2 to go.
so I'm guessing Nick Reynolds failed to start the race because I'm showing them as a DNS right now.
He already disconnected. Not sure what's going on there. But Baines, Bigger, Miller, Black, Osmer, Williamson, Dean, Medeiros, Pelletier, Logan, and Delay. So you have Garrett Maines, who's leading the points, currently leading the race. Ronnie Osmer, who's currently on the bubble, sitting in 5th position. Jonathan Medeiros, who is in a must-win situation, currently sitting in 8th. Francois Pelletier, who's currently 2nd in points, sitting in 9th. Then we go to Zach Brew, who's currently 6th in points. First car on the outside looking in, currently sitting in 12th. And Dustin Peng, who is currently 7th in points, currently sitting in the 18th position. As the lights go out on the pace car, notice a little bit of damage on Ray Black Jr.'s car, so he got into a scuffle with someone somewhere. Not sure where he got that crinkle in the right front fender, but
Would that be in the 4 wide moment we had in the last run?
There's a good possibility that he may have had an oops there, but this is something that you and I aren't normally witness to with an open dog leg, because every time that you and I have been here in the past, Sam, we've always run the open or the closed dog leg where there's cones, and if you drive over the cones, the sim gives you a black flag and you have to do a pass through.
Yeah. So yeah, I've never seen the playroom open like this before. But Garrett Maines getting away again, going as soon as the pace car twitches, and
Ray Black Jr. with a run on the high side. It's going to pinch down David Bigger. Bigger gets a slide job as they go into the dog leg. 3 wide for a second there is Andy DeLay on the way inside, or sorry, Brad Miller on the way inside. And Ray Black Jr. pushing up a little bit. That's good.
Doer in the wall again.
And we stay green, hopefully.
Problems for Butch Frazier as well, but yeah, we stay green.
Ray Black Jr. up into 2nd. He's working the inside of David Bigger now. Black had a hell of a run coming through the 1-2 complex. Meanwhile, Garrett Maines has set sail. He's over us. Ooh! Little bump and run action there from David Bigger on Ray Black Jr. That's probably going to come back to bite him later. As you have Dustin Dean working the inside of Ronnie Osmer. That's your battle for 4th. Garrett Maines over a 1.5 seconds to the good right now.
Yeah, he's stretching out that lead very well, but behind him they are all bunched up really badly, and this could end in tears if this doesn't get stretched out very soon.
Well, with as much as Dustin Dean is pinching down on Ronnie Osmer, I'm surprised nobody's been turned yet.
Yeah.
As Dean now gets the 2nd spot. Here comes Pelletier up into the top 6 finally.
I mean, everybody's having a nice clean battle throughout the field, but it's starting to get spread out slightly now. But none of them are actually even attempting to make any ground on Garrett Maines, and that's the prime target up there. He needs
Oh,
to be caught.
I think they're attempting. They're just not doing, because he's just he's on another planet right now. As we are closing in on the segment end, white flag's going to be out this time for the segment. Maine's almost 2 full seconds now to the good.
We've got a nice little battle brewing between Ray Black Jr. and Ronnie Osmer, with Francois Pelletier right behind as well.
I'm seeing that, and so are our viewers, as Osmer goes to the inside into the dog leg. He's going to have one final shot at him to get in front. As they haul up into 3, Osmer's still on the inside. Black gave him plenty of room. A lot of respect being shown tonight.
Still not able to make it.
That's going to bring out the caution there.
Yellow flag is out.
Garrett Maines, David Bigger, Dustin Dean, Ray Black Jr., Ronnie Osmer, Francois Pelletier, Brad Miller, Zach Brew, Dalton Williamson, and Jonathan Medeiros rounding out your top 10. So, who do we want to talk to under this caution?
Let's talk to Zach Brew.
Let's talk to Zach Brew. Let's find Zach Brew first.
Is in the RTFT.
I see that. I just found him.
User was moved to your channel.
Zach Brew, Tony up in the booth. You got me, sir.
Yeah, I got you.
So, was it a first you say it, then you do it moment when you had to take evasive action there after having to burn your fast repair early?
Actually, I wasn't. Actually, I didn't have to use my fast repair. I still have it. It was just very cosmetic damage. I think like 1.5 seconds worth of damage.
Fair enough. So you're currently on the outside looking in points-wise. Talk us through what you're hoping to accomplish here tonight.
Right now, I'm just taking my time, just letting the tires wear off, and hopefully Ronnie or Francie or someone will have a mistake or something. I can just pounce on it.
Fair enough. Well, we'll let you get back to it, as we see you're going in for a pit stop now. So best of luck to you, sir, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
I would say we talk to Garrett Maines, but it doesn't look like he wants to be spoken with right now. So
Frenchie?
No, I'm thinking the other guy.
User was moved to your channel.
Ray Black Jr., Tony up in the booth. You got me, sir.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
Just, wanted to congratulate you on being able to make your second Monster Energy Cup start yesterday. It was a rough one for you, though.
Yeah, we had two tires go down. We'll let some spins, and then earlier in that, we had some electrical issues. The battery connection was loose, so we were stalling in the pits, stalling on the track under caution. So just got behind pretty fast, and then just kind of survived the day and kept it in one piece. So
what's
good laps.
What's the rest of the season going to look like for you in the real life world of racing?
There's a few things that are different. I mean, it's so like you're just in the elements, I guess. The heat and the forces and everything like that, just pushing against your body. It's a strain. 500 miles, man. That was the longest race I ever done in my life. So it was really tough, and we had that long red flag, and I mean it was really hot. So I tried to get used to that, and yeah, there was some moments where it was like I just wanted to pass out, but I kept digging and just kept hydrating, so it worked out.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you're going to spend the rest of the season, the final two races in the Xfinity Series, and then you guys are gearing up for the Monster Energy Cup Daytona 500 next season, correct?
Well, we got some tentative talks about that. Definitely going to finish out the year with Xfinity. And, we're talking back and forth with some teams for Cup racing next year, and also full-time Xfinity. So which one we can do, we want to do one of those full-time, and so whatever better opportunities we have, I think we're going to jump on that and still do the other one as many as we can. That's not conflicting or whatnot. So, yeah, definitely want to keep busy.
Fair enough. Well, best of luck to you tonight, Ray, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in Victory Lane for your second time in the playoffs.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Have fun tonight.
You too.
You too.
User was moved out of your channel.
So yeah, that like he was getting at, that is a huge difference between the sim racing world and the real life racing world is the amount of G-force that you feel on your body.
Yeah.
As the pace car getting ready to duck on in. And we are back underway. Segment 2, taking the green.
And Garrett Maines has gone again. What a start from him. He's been doing that all night so far.
Absolutely. As we're watching David Bigger have to deal with Logan Lane on the high side.
That's a nice paint scheme that Logan Lane's got.
Not a fan of it. NOS doesn't taste right to me. I'm more of a sugar-free monster kind of person myself, but now still having to deal with Bigger, Lane, Osmer, and Black in the mix there as well as they haul out of turn number 2 and going into the dogleg. Dustin Dean actually keeping Garrett Maines honest this time as they're 3 wide. Ronnie 4 wide. Good grief.
Twice in one race is just going too far now.
3 wide down the front straightaway. Oh,
Robert Hill's gone. He actually saved it. What a save.
Well, we were watching Bigger eat the pit wall as Osmer and Black kind of went to his high side. Robert Hill Jr. doing a hell of a save. They're still 3 wide as they go through the dog leg. Osmer wisely backing out of it. This battle for 3rd place is almost, as chippy as a battle for a race win at the end of the event. I'm sorry, this is the battle for 4th.
Yeah.
What
a battle. I mean...
Oh, yeah. No, this is unbelievable. As we're watching Francois Pelletier work to the inside of Bigger now. Driving that Gold Cube number 19 Camry.
The top 3 have all spread out. Dustin Dean has actually dropped off the back of Garrett Maines now, and Ray Black Jr. has found himself into space as well now.
Ray Black Jr. has found himself into space as we're watching the battle right now for 4th with Pelletier and Bigger going at it still. Real quick shout out though, congratulations to Mrs. Pelletier for I believe it's her 2nd book getting published recently. So congratulations on that one.
Also, I believe there is a birthday you want to give a shout out to.
Yes. Mr. Robert Hill Jr. Celebrated a birthday yesterday by catching an IndyCar to the teeth, coming to the checkered flag. But
yeah, I made a comment about that last night, and I daren't repeat it on live.
Yeah, no, please don't. Everybody did get a laugh about that though in the post-race drivers meeting.
Yeah. But yeah, one retirement to report, and that's Mr. Sean Dewar. He's put his car behind the wall, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sean's already had to burn 2 fast repairs, so that's a tough break. For Sean. Old School Motorsports, so still in the race with Cody Eldred back on the lead lap, I'd like to point out.
All on his own, though. That's a problem.
All on his own on the track. Let me find their room. But I'm thinking Sean.
Yellow.
And what just happened?
I don't know.
Dustin Peng. Ooh, what happened, Dustin? As you see the 004 behind him. Oh, the 18 got sideways, and Dustin nowhere to go. And Twiff just shoves the radiator right through the block as we watch him in the pits, and that thing is smoking worse than a Grateful Dead concert. Let's see if we can find... Let's see what he saw from a cockpit view. You see the 18 way up there, get sideways, and just absolutely nowhere to go coming through 1. And that was one of the things that Taylor warned us about coming into the event, was that these cars are going to get a little tail happy if you really have to jump on the binders going into one.
Yeah, I mean the track is very slippery. I mean, as I alluded to before, that middle to high line is very slippery, so people need to be careful of that.
And Garrett Maines took it pit side. Dustin Dean stayed out. Ray Black Jr. stayed out. David Bigger stayed out. Zach Brew stayed out. And everybody behind them went down pit road.
Shall we speak to the birthday boy?
I'll let you grab him because I don't see where the heck he is.
User was moved to your channel.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Anyways, Robert Hill Jr., Tony up in the booth. Happy belated birthday, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So, talk us through that pucker moment you had on that restart. You were really, really badly sideways coming down the front straightaway.
That was a bit scary. I got hit by somebody. I don't know who. Just locked it down and was sideways, just hoping for the best.
I think it was David Bigger.
Might have been.
Well, you were hoping for the best. You were able to keep it out of the wall and in a straight line and on the lead lap, so that's the key there.
Absolutely.
And I hear another congratulations is in order, as you have recently become the newest member of Evolution Racing, teaming up with Ronnie Osmer.
Yes, sir. This deal came together last week after back-to-back podiums here on Bofa, and I'm excited.
Well, Sam and I were talking because Sam and I are part of the endurance team for Phenomenal Evolution, and we're looking forward to seeing how you handle yourself in a sports car.
I'm excited for that. I did the Daytona 24 once before, and we had a good outing, and hoping to do the same again.
Fair enough. Well, we'll let you get back up to your team speak room there. As looks like Cody Eldred sitting in with you guys tonight.
Yes, sir. He's I don't know if he's still in it, but he's just hanging out.
Yeah, no, Cody's still in it. Sean Dewar is the one that retired.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. And it looks like he has removed himself from TeamSpeak as well, as I believe you guys are one to go, so we'll let you get back to it, sir.
All right,
I'll drag it back up.
All right, thank you, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
So, Dustin Dean, Ray Black Jr., David Bigger, Zach Brew, Garrett Maines, Brad Miller, Francois Pelletier, Dalton Williamson, and Brett Kuhl as we get ready to go back to green here. Going to be about a 7-lap shootout for the before the next competition caution.
Oh, Francois Pelletier really badly asleep on the switch. Oh, Ronnie Osborne nearly ran him over there, but thankfully got by him.
As we watched Ray Black Jr. get checked up, Dustin Dean basically what they call Texas start, where he kind of stuttered. Ray bit on it and then realized he wasn't going, had to back out of it, and then Dean jumped all over the trigger on that one. As Zach Brew getting worked on the high side right now. There's a 3 wide behind him. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, the two's going right. Oh, no. Frenchie's going. And, oh, no.
Yellow flag is out.
Big wreck. Butch Frazier got the worst of that. We've got Eldred's in it. We've got Lane in it. We've got the 12 in it.
And that was cold tires. And, oh, wow. Jonathan Madero's catching a piece of that one. Frenchie getting punted. Cody going to have to possibly... No, it doesn't look like Cody's got any damage. No, Cody just locked him down to stay out of that one.
As much as I hate to say it, Robert Hill has got a smoking engine.
Oh, no. Yeah, he does. What happened to him? Oh, he caught the 12. That's what happened. Maybe. Nope, he caught the 84 of Medeiros and just played bumper tag with him at about 150 miles an hour and shoved the radiator through the front of the engine block.
Looks like he's going to make it back to pit road under his own power, so that should be okay for him.
All right, so big chase implications here. Garrett Main's currently sitting in 4th, currently leading the points coming into the event. Ronnie Osmer, who was on the bubble, currently sits in 7th. Francois Pelletier, able to limp it back to pit, currently sitting in 11th spot. Michael Jeans, who was currently 3rd in points coming into the event, in the number 14 spot. Medeiros, who was in a do-or-die situation, was able to limp that car back to the pits. Looks like he has finally burned his fast repair. And he's currently sitting in the number 15 spot. And Dustin Ping... Oh... Dustin Ping's out of it.
Yeah, he's had a bad night tonight.
Dustin Ping is out of it, so that's huge as far as the points go, which means the race for the final cutoff spot is now between Medeiros, Osmer, and Brew.
And Brew is actually ahead of Osmer now, which is interesting to see.
I see that. He's currently running in the number 3 spot. Now, he doesn't have to win to get in, but he does have to finish a good handful of points in front of Osmer.
Yeah.
There's currently an 18-point gap between the two. I'm sorry, no, it's less than that. I'm talking out my backside. Bear with me here, folks, and I will get you. I will get you that number momentarily.
We've all been there. Yeah, I can't help but think that Garrett Maines is going to be right all over the back of those 2 cars in front of him, though. He's on the freshest tyres out of all of those guys up there.
All right, it was a 6-point deficit coming in, with Osmer at the final cutoff spot at 83 points. Zach Brew was at 77. Michael Jeans was at 90. Wow. So Michael Jeans is still not safe, sitting back as far as he currently is.
But from what we've seen already from Michael Jeans already this season, he may be that far back, but he's never usually that far back for long.
Oh yeah, no, don't count him out until the checkered flag is actually flown. As looks like Cody Eldred back on track, currently running in 10th.
We've got a 2-lap sprint now for the end of the second
and
segment.
Ray Black Jr. Asleep at the switch. That's gonna let Brew get up into 2nd. And Garrett Maines is getting chippy.
3 wide again.
Oh, this can only end poorly sooner or later.
Oh, brake calls in the wall.
Frenchie's in the wall too. It looks like they may have had some help. And Junior's around.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a horrible wreck.
Michael Jean's involved in that one. Medeiros involved in that one. Oh, what happened?
Okay, you can say it.
That was a bad one. That was. Yeah. Oh my Lanta.
You say it once every broadcast, and now you can say it again.
No, that one still wasn't all that bad. That was, you could have. It looks like Osmer and Junior touched coming through the 3-4 complex. There's Black hitting the wall. There's Osmer just ever so slightly touching Junior coming off the corner. And it was David Bigger is the one that got Ray Black Jr. airborne. So yeah, that was a bad one. That was, yeah, you know, looking back at it, yeah, that's a thank God this is a simulator moment.
Good driving by Frenchie and
that's actually going to bring the competition caution out, as well as Dustin Dean coming home with the victory there. Brew able to hang on for second, so some good points for Brew right now.
That's going to help him in the chase.
Absolutely. Garrett Main staying out. Dalton Williamson staying out. Frazier staying out. Logan Lane staying out. Michael Jeans staying out? I thought he was involved in that one. Maybe he just didn't get... that car does not look too damaged.
No, I was going to say, it looks pretty clean from what I can see.
Apparently, he just got it sideways, locking him down, trying to avoid the carnage in front of him. So, Jeans up into the top 5. Looks like he's taking it pit side this time.
Yeah, Butch Frazier going with him.
But Maines, Williamson, and Lane staying out.
Yeah, I can't help but think... I think the tables have turned now. I mean, Garrett Maines before that last run was the guy with the freshest tires, but now is the guy with one of the guys with the oldest tires. So
yeah, 13 laps currently on Maines. Maine, Williamson both at 13 laps. Logan Lane was in 5 laps ago. Everybody else with 1 or less on their stint.
Logan Lane's back of Logan Lane's car. It looks like it's backed into a tree.
As looks like Francois Pelletier was able to keep it on the lead lap. So still some fight left in Frenchie's car. And Michael Jean's pit farming, that was a long stop. So I'm thinking he had damage that we just didn't see.
Yeah, it's probably internal damage.
Well, you know, it was just one of them deals where I just couldn't see it on my end here. Okay. Good enough. Note to self, never go bowling with Tyler Vickery.
I know, right?
But,
yeah, I want to know what happened to Zach Brew.
Lights are out on the pace car.
He came into pit road ahead of Ronnie Osborne, and now he's behind him. Did Ronnie take 2 or something?
Ronnie did not take 2. Zach Brew was in the stall for 19 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking
he must have had some damage.
That's what I'm thinking. And rather than burn his fast repair, he just decided to get it fixed. You see a little bit of damage on the 2 of Williamson, though. And here we go. We are back underway.
Green flag.
Garrett Maines pulling the trigger a little early this time.
Yeah, normal service resuming there for Garrett Maines. He's pulled out another big lead already.
He wants to punch his ticket the easy way. He doesn't want to point his way into the final round of the chase. He wants to, you know, stamp that ticket saying, hey, I won Phoenix. As Osmer working the high side on Lane right now.
Oh, it looked like he scraped the wall then.
Just a flesh wound.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
You have no arm. So anyways, Monty Python references aside, Maine's already out to a full second over Williamson.
Come back here. I'll bite your knees off. Anyway, sorry.
Well, I'm thinking that's what Williamson's thinking right now is...
Oh, Brent called dirt tracking and he's in the wall. Oh, he's took Michael
Yellow
Jean
flag
as
is out.
well. Michael Jean's got a piece of that too. That might be the end of Brent Cole's race because his engine is smoking again.
Well, he's already burned his fast repair. Yeah, that was a bad one for Michael Jeans. Yeah, that was catching a race car. Hopefully he hasn't already burned his fast repair. But the good news is, I believe that's going to give Ray Black Jr. the lucky dog and give him one of his 2 laps back.
That's good.
So, again, points implications here. Garrett Main's currently leading. Ronnie Osmer currently sitting in 4th. Then Zach Brew in 9th. Francois Pelletier in 11th. Michael Jeans currently in 12th.
Oh, lots of fake pitting going on.
Lots of fake pitting going on, which is par for the course here. But Frenchie going pit side. No, Frenchie's staying out.
Mains went in.
Garrett Mains went in. He kind of had to because his tires were starting to get a little ripe, shall we say, as we are closing in on 40 to go.
I'm noticing some good recovery drives tonight. I'm not going to mention any names, but
yeah, don't do that because we don't want him to have to do it twice to you.
Oh no, not Frenchie. He's
Okay.
been there the whole night, but yeah.
But yeah, Michael Jean's going pit side, and yeah, the right side of that car is tweaked.
Yeah, he hit.
Same thing goes.
Car very hard.
Same thing for his Blackadder Motorsports teammate Jonathan Medeiros. They're both. Looks like they're both pit farming those cars right now. 30 and north of 40.
I will admit, Blackadder Motorsport are having a terrible race tonight.
Which is very uncommon for them.
Yeah, I mean they are missing their other 2 teammates. I mean,
Yeah.
Steve Gauthier and John King. They're their other 2 teammates, and yeah, they're kind of missing them tonight because they usually have that extra bit of backup, which they don't have tonight, and that's kind of showing. That's kind of showing its ugly head right now.
Well, the good news is they were able to stay on the lead lap, and I believe you might be right about Brett Cool as he is still pit side.
Yeah, that car was tweaked after he hit the wall there.
So Osmer currently sitting in 2nd place. Doing what he has to do. He just needs a good points finish.
He's got help up there with him as well, though. So
with his teammate right behind him.
Yeah.
And that's one of the people I believe you were making reference to earlier.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to say on that subject.
There is another person, but I'm not going to speak. I'm not going to say anything.
Would he happen to be driving a black and gray car?
No. He's driving a black, white, and green car. Or black, white, and luminous yellow car.
That's gray, my friend.
Whatever. That one.
Yeah.
The triple-digit numbered car.
My fraternity brother.
Yeah. Fellow statesman.
Fellow statesman and fellow proud member of the Fraternal Order of Mu Theta. As pace car getting ready to duck on in as they work their way through the 3-4 complex.
This should be interesting as the pace car goes in.
And Dean holding him back. Holding him back till the green flag actually flies. And Robert Hill Jr. putting the pressure on David Bigger right now. That's your battle for 3rd. And not really giving Garrett Mains a hole. They go through the tri-oval. Mains looking to make it 3 wide, thinking better of it, knowing there's still a lot of racing left to do. And just like that, Robert Hill Jr. up into 3rd, right behind his teammate Ronnie Osmer. And here comes Mains again.
Oh, no, Frenchie's in it.
Yellow.
Miller's in it. Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, that was horrible. Oh.
Wow. Here they are coming through 3-4 complex. And it looks like he just pulled the trigger a little too hard. And the 18 center punches the passenger side door. Oh, man. There is our official, thank God this is a simulator moment for the night, folks. As Francois Pelletier caught up in the bad one.
I'll tell you what, he was upside down and he got hit right in the side by Logan Lane. I am so glad that wasn't a driver's side impact.
Very much so, because that's bad.
Yeah.
I just, wow.
Yeah, but Butch Frazier getting a big piece of that as well. That was bad.
So here we are on board on the vomit cam. As they come out of turn number 4, you see Frenchie get it sideways there and just collects the wall, gets turned, around she goes, over she goes, and wow.
I'll give him props though. He did stick the landing.
He did stick the landing, and it was the contact that he made with Miller that put him completely sideways and made it so that he couldn't save it. Brad Miller going for position there, just nowhere to go, and the two of them just went into the wall together.
I mean, it's not often I react like that, but that was bad.
Yeah, and then you see the 18. Let's watch that again at half speed.
Hunted him like he was taking a field goal.
We're at half speed right now. He's got a run on Zach Brew, and it just breaks the rear tires loose, hits the wall. Miller's got nowhere to go. Miller goes into the wall, and yeah, that was a passenger side door center punch. And just, good grief. What a crash.
And in all of that, that guy that I mentioned before with the triple D, your fellow statesman, that's promoted him even further.
Yeah, he actually went under Frenchie on that one.
Yeah.
So, anybody want to keep track of points for me? So
Dare we speak to Frenchie about that?
No. We're a PG-13 channel, sir. I'm sure that words and phrases are about to come out of his mouth that we'd lose that PG-13 rating. And understandably and justifiably so.
Okay, shall we speak to Cody?
Well, let's go ahead and speak to Cody and see if that was a first you say it, then you do it kind of moment, though.
Never mind. User was moved to your channel.
Cody, Tony up in the booth. You got me, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
I was about to ask you the same question. Do we need to have a new fire suit sent to the Albany-Saratoga area?
Why, what's happening?
It looked like a first you say it, then you do it kind of moment for you right then and there, sir.
Which part? Pitting?
No, when the crash just happened right in front of you, like...
Oh, yeah. Some poo came out.
Yeah. Frenchie went on a wild ride just then, and you went right underneath him.
I was able to keep my eye on him. That was interesting.
All right, best of luck to you, Cody. We'll let you get back up to it as the pace car's getting ready to duck on in.
User was moved out of your
Green
channel.
flag, green flag.
And away we go again. Frenchie is actually back out on track, but about 2 or 3 laps down now. Oscar's around!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
It doesn't hit anything. That's amazing.
Now what?
Ronnie Osmer.
Did he have help? No, just overcooked it. Cold tires going into turn 1 on the low side. and everybody doing a great job to avoid him.
Yeah, he didn't hit a thing, which was
Oh,
amazing.
my Lanta. It's the whole thing about cautions breed cautions.
Breed cautions, breed cautions, breed cautions, breed cautions.
Well,
I bet you're glad.
The good news is Frenchie's getting one of his laps back. Because he's going to get the lucky dog here. Ronnie Osborne now the last car on the lead lap. Zach Brew currently in 8th. And look who's back in 2nd.
Yeah, I know, right? It looks like Brad Miller's night is over. He's still in pit road.
Well, that was a hard hit.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he had already used his fast repair earlier.
What's amazing me is that Logan Lane is still out there after punting Frenchie like he did.
You're not wrong. As Dustin Dean taking it pit side, Michael Jeans going back pit side. That's going to hand the lead of the race over to Garrett Maines.
Yeah, that's
not what anybody in the field wanted to see.
I was just about to say that, but I'm pretty sure Cody's going to give him one hell of a run, though, on this restart.
He's going to do what he can. I know that for a fact. But, you know, Cody's one of those guys that he knows he's not in the playoffs, and Garrett is. So he's not going to do anything to really, you know, jeopardize Garrett's chances. But,
yeah, I think the lucky thing for Cody is that the next chase contender behind him is actually Zach Brew, and he's about 4 or 5 cars behind him.
No, he's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently sitting in 7th. So Brew, where are we here? Brew's in 7th. Osmer is the last car on the lead lap in 13th. Michael Jeans the last car on the lead lap. I stand corrected, with Jonathan Medeiros in 15th.
Yeah.
So because those guys are still pit farming.
Yeah, I'll be right back, Tony.
Thanks for the warning. So Medeiros basically has to hope for a miracle here. Needing to win the race to move on to Homestead for the championship. Michael Jeans, it's going to be touch and go if he can, if he can get enough points. Dustin Ping out of it. So, there's a tough break there. As we are 2 to go, we'll be forming up 2 wide this time. As currently 29 laps to go, we'll get the green with 27 to go. Currently working the 10th caution of the event. Just over half the laps have been under caution, unfortunately. As the lights do go out on the pace car this time. As it's Maines, Eldred, Lane, Bigger, McPhail, Frazier, Brew, Williamson, DeLay, Dean, and Black rounding out your top 10. So with all the segment points and the points for the overall event victory, I dare say Garrett Maines currently is safe. Frenchie needs to pick up a couple of spots. And Jonathan Medeiros needs a miracle. Pace car getting ready to duck on in. And Maines holds him back, now pulls the trigger. Here we go. We are back live at Phoenix as Eldred's got to work with Lane on the inside of him. Eldred on the high side, keeping it wound up. Going to get a run through the dog leg.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And that's not what we wanted to see. Andy DeLay involved in that one. Robert Hill Jr. involved in that one. Let's see what happened there as... let's back that up just a tick more. There goes DeLay into one. Just gets it a little sideways. Comes back up the track. Collects Robert Hill Jr. And gets into Michael Jeans. Oh, that's not what we wanted to see at all. That's bad news for Michael Jeans. Oh, no. The front of that car looks like it fell out of the ugly tree and got hit by every branch right now. So that might be enough to drop him out of Homestead, unfortunately. We're going to have to wait and see for the final tally from Taylor Burris, but that was bad for Michael Jeans. Able to keep it running. The question is, did he burn his fast repair? As we are now back live, he's in the pits. Right side goes up, and I'm not seeing the dents come out of that car. He may have already burned his fast repair, folks. As he's now going to be pit farming that car. So the good news is, I believe that gave Frenchie the lucky dog.
Okay, I'm back.
And you just missed the fun one. Michael Jeans getting into the side of Andy DeLay.
I will go back and check.
DeLay got sideways coming through one on cold tires, and Jeans just had nowhere to go.
So Jeans getting into more trouble then.
Yeah, and that's gonna be this is gonna be a rough one. I believe he already burned his fast repair also. As we are 15 to go.
Oh yeah, I see that. Delay got loose, and then yeah, Jeans had nowhere to go. Robert Hill getting in that as well.
Well, Robert Hill was the first one that Andy DeLay hit that scrubbed off enough speed and bounced him back down into Jeans. So that was a rough one for Michael Jeans, who came into the event third in points, as Cody Eldred taking it pit side. Looks like it was getting a little too chippy for Cody's comfort up in the front of the field. He's going to be dropping back and just hoping to come out of this one in one piece, it looks like.
Bit of shenaniganry going on between Logan Lane and Garrett Maines just then.
I saw that as well. It was one of those I dare you to moments.
Yeah.
But lights are out on the pace car as you got Garrett Maines, Logan Lane, David Bigger, Ryan McPhail, Ray Black Jr., Zach Brew, Ronnie Osmer, Dalton Williamson, Robert Hill Jr., and Butch Frazier rounding out your top 10.
Didn't take Ronnie long to get back up there, did it?
It did not. But Zach Brew doing everything he can. Michael Jeans having, if it wasn't for bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all. And Cody Eldred has left the race.
Oh, that's a shame.
Green, green, green.
He was having a good run tonight. I don't know why
he was in third and just left. I'm thinking family emergency. As Logan Lane getting a great restart, keeping Garrett Maines honest.
Maybe that's why all that shenaniganry was going on during the caution laps. He wanted to see if he can get a good run on the restart.
You're saying so he got into Garrett Maines' head, which is not easy to do. As Ray Black Jr. making a move on Ryan McPhail right now.
And chase implications is Zach Brewer's got by Ronnie Osmer.
Zach Brew has gotten by Ronnie Osmer, now sets sail to try to get another car in between them. Osmer having some bad luck on the high side, definitely getting freight trained right now. He's got his teammate behind him, though.
Oh, got into the back. Oh, that was a shove.
I'm thinking that was a brake check.
Yeah,
and that just caved in the front of Osmer's car. So, with 20 to go, that could have ruined the... Oh, that could have been a strategic move. And here comes Michael Jeans now into the picture.
Frenchie's there as well.
Well, Frenchie's still a lap down.
Still might have a part to play in this, but he's in a pretty strong position anyway, so...
Now, for those of you wondering why we're this far back in the field, because this is currently the battle for 8th, this is the bubble battle.
And no, he didn't say bubble bath, he said bubble battle.
You know, coming into the event, Michael Jeans was in 3rd, Ronnie Osmer was the last car in, Zach Brew was the first car out.
As there goes Ronnie Osmer around the inside and he gets it. Michael Jeans having a look as well now. He's trying to get past Robert Hill though.
Well, Hill's running him hard, but he's running him clean. And that's one thing that I can say about Robert Hill Jr. is he's not going to do anything to jeopardize a chaser's contention.
There you go. It's exactly how you said it. He's trying to stay out of the way as much as he can so he can let these guys fight it out, but...
Oh! No! Oh! Michael Jeans eating the wall, and there goes the engine.
I'm guessing I'm going to have another guy coming to kick me in the nuts now.
Oh, no. That could be chase over for Michael Jeans. I'm not sure if he's used his fast repair yet. He may have been saving it. I hope for his sake he was. As that is, that's Grateful Dead concert kind of smoke going around this place right now. Oh, man. So, 15 to go. Can he make it back around to the pits? That's the big question right now. And that's going to put Frenchie back on the lead lap.
That's a very lucky break for Frenchie after the ride he went on earlier.
So
Jonathan Medeiros bringing it pit side as well.
Medeiros going pit side as well. He still has a lot of damage he's got to get fixed. We're watching Michael Jeans Blackadder Motorsports number 08 just to see if he does have his fast repair left. I hope for his sake that he does.
Actually, everybody brought it down this time.
And he does.
Right.
Medeiros saved his, Jeans saved his fast repair. I just saw the fenders get popped back out.
I don't know if you just saw that, but Rayback Jr. just won the race off pit road.
I did see that. Robert Hill Jr. coming out second, and Garrett Maines losing 3 spots in the pits there. Dustin Dean staying out, Butch Frazier staying out, Andy DeLay staying out.
And welcome back to the race, Brent Cool.
And welcome back to the race, Brent Cool. Currently 29 laps down, but that car's is fixed. His iRacing is going to fix it.
Yeah. Fair play to him for actually staying in pit road and just sticking out the repairs, though.
Absolutely. That should be a kudos to you, Brent Cool, for doing so.
And Dustin Ping. Dustin Ping's back out as well.
Dustin Ping is back out, 17 laps down. I don't think that car is running right yet, though.
Brad Miller's still sitting in pit road, so I'm guessing he's done for the night.
Safe bet. Is the field working its way through the dogleg? I believe we're 2 to go right now. So Butch Frazier up towards the front of the field. I haven't seen Butch up there most of the night, so good to see him up towards the front.
And there's and people wonder why we call him the Johnny Antonucci of RTFT.
Now, for those of you who don't follow the IndyCar series that Sam and I broadcast on occasion, Johnny Antonucci is one of those drivers. Brent Cool and Johnny Antonucci are basically racing ninjas. They'll stay quiet and stay out of the. Butch Frazier and Johnny Antonucci are racing ninjas, where it's the end of the race. You look up and go, "Where the hell did they come from?" And here's Butch currently running in second, and we're going to get the restart with 11 to go.
Where the hell did he come from?
I know, right? As he's got his teammate Ray Black Jr. restarting right behind him, so and they've got Garrett Maines behind them.
And Andy DeLay is there as well. My God.
Andy DeLay back up towards the front, so good on you, Andy, for sticking this one out. And granted, that car does look like it fell out of the ugly tree and got hit by every branch on the way down. That's how damaged it is. But and Dean pulls the trigger early. Frazier caught sleeping just a little bit. Ray Black Jr. looking to make it 3 wide, thinks about it and decides against it. And now we're 4 wide.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, Pig's in the wall. I mean, Brew's in the wall. And that Butch Frazier's got turned by Andy DeLay. Oh, no. More importantly, though, Zach Brew's in the wall.
And he had a gap around him, too. There's Ronnie Osmer. Was there contact? We're going to the chopper to see if that picked anything up here. There's Brew in the black car with the pink letters. And you see Michael Jeans tagged him going into 1.
Oh, no. Chase Contender's getting into it. That's not a good sign.
Jeans tagged him going into 1. Tag, you're it. And I think Brew used his fast repair early, did he not?
I think he... No, he said
he said he saved it.
Yeah. But
So,
I don't think he got too much damage from that. I think he only slightly tapped the wall, but...
Well,
still.
we're inside 10 to go. And that's going to put him behind Jonathan Medeiros, behind Michael Jeans, and behind Francois Pelletier. So currently in Garrett Maines, Ronnie Osmer currently in, Francois Pelletier currently in.
This is going to be an interesting finish. Looks like
Fast repair.
Yeah, Dustin Ping's getting a lucky dog. Cool.
Dustin Ping was involved in that one. How's he getting a lucky dog?
I have no idea. But yeah,
Zach Bruce saved his fast repair for when he absolutely needed it.
And this is the most important part of the race, so yeah, he's definitely needed it now.
And the thing is, he's got Frenchie in front of him, Michael Jeans behind him currently, and that's 9th, 10th, and 11th.
So all he's got to do is stay ahead of Michael Jeans, and that's going to work in his favor.
No, because he was that far back, and I don't know how segment points are going to work out for this one.
So the front 3 rows are looking very tasty right now.
They are, yeah.
Dustin Dean looking for his 2nd win on the bounce. Robert Hill Jr. looking for his 1st win of the season. Andy DeLay looking for his 1st win of the season. Garrett Maines looking for his 692nd win of the season.
Looking to punch his ticket, let's put it that way.
Yeah. I'm only joking, Garrett. Don't come and kill me. And Ronnie Osmer up there as well.
Ronnie looking like he's going to try to get a run at the restart here.
They're on. This is a very weird restart. The lights are off of the pace car, but they're all like not lined up properly, if you know what I mean.
They're lining up now. They wanted to give plenty of room going in. Ronnie Osmer is backing up, so we're gonna keep an eye on Osmer and watch this restart.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that's why.
He was waiting for McPhail to come up.
Yeah.
There goes Dean.
Green.
And here comes Maines.
And that damage on Andy DeLay's car is proving to be troublesome for him because he's dropping like a stone right now. Oh, and there goes McPhail. There goes Williamson. And there goes Zach Brew. And there goes Michael Jeans. Oh, my God.
And that's going to be the race, I think. And we got 2 smoking cars.
Both of them chase contenders.
Both of them chase contenders. I think that's going to do it for Brew. I'm thinking his playoffs are over.
More importantly, Michael Jeans is actually going to steal it.
Oh, no, Jeans was 3rd coming into this. But let's go to the replay and see what happened there. Okay, so that started with the 2. Here they are going into the turn. And the 12 just comes across the nose of the 2 and snaps see you by.
So that was a dumpster fire caused by people that weren't even in the chase. And yeah, it involved 2 chase contenders, which is heartbreaking.
Well, the 2 had Ray Black Jr. with a run on his inside. So let's back that up a little bit more. You see Jr. go way to the inside, gets the run on the 2. The 2 gives room, and the 12, apparently spotter never told him cars were coming. Let's watch that at half speed. There's the 2 in the middle. You see the 12 on the high side. Junior's got to run. The 2 sees him coming. The 12 just tries to make the corner, and the 2 was already there. And Brew, nowhere to go. Michael Jeans, nowhere to go. And that's a rough one. That's not what you want to see ever. You know, you hope these guys can race it out, and unfortunately you got things like that just that's just not what you wanted to see at all.
It looks like we might have a 1-lap shootout.
Doubtful. I mean, the guys are getting lined up hoping that that's going to be the case.
The caution did come out with 6 to go, so it might be a possibility.
Well, this is a 1-mile track.
True.
But the lights are going to have to go out on the pace car this time. And if they don't, that's the race.
Here's the moment of truth.
Watch the pace car, folks. The lights go out on the pace car. We are going to have a 1-lap dash.
And this is going to be interesting because we've got 2 of the guys that have been leading the most laps on the front row
And yeah, and we've got chase contenders all around them. Osmer and Pelletier just hoping that they can survive. Medeiros is going to need a miracle, who's sitting behind Pelletier.
Medeiros has got a severely damaged car, though, so he's got no chance.
As I said, he's got to hope for a miracle. He's got to hope everybody in front of him wrecks going into one.
Oh, look at Ray Black. What is he doing?
Well, the 18 was playing games.
Here we go.
And I dare say it's safe to assume that the 18 might not be back next week.
Bump and run there from Ray Black Jr. and gets the position.
As
Up into fourth place.
The white flag is out. And for the second week in a row, it looks like Dustin Dean... No, he's sideways. Maine's got to him.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Ray Black's going to steal it. Oh, what a finish. Oh, a huge wreck across the line.
I think I speak for everybody here when I say this. Holy shit. What did we just watch?
I do not know.
We're going to the blimp cam on this one so we can see what exactly just happened. So you see... Oh my Lanta.
So, Jonathan Medeiros nearly had his miracle. He finished in third place.
And Frenchie finishes backwards.
What a finish.
So did Dustin Ping. And so, what the hell did we just witness? Dustin Ping goes across the line backwards. Robert Hill Jr. goes across the line backwards. The 21 still has not crossed the line.
I've never seen the end of a race where the whole field crashes across the line.
Yeah, just
Talk about I'd rather be lucky than good. Ray Black Jr., for the second time this round of the playoffs, has stolen one.
yeah, that was a crazy finish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The 18. Oh man, there's a lot of things happening there. I seen the 18 got out my way, the 95 wrecked, and then he started spinning, so I just finished him off there. And let's see what else happened.
Well, the one got into the 21.
Okay.
The one got into the 21 and took them both out. The 95 got loose coming through 3 and 4 and took out everybody behind you. So
yeah, and I just drove through the middle of them all. They just kept wrecking, so it works out. Then I seen my buddy Frenchie over here almost make it through. And then he got wrecked.
He crossed the line backwards.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was Frenchie, Dustin Ping, and Robert Hill Jr. all crossing the line in reverse.
That's awesome. That was fun, man. That was a good time.
That was the most wild finish I've ever seen.
Yeah. I thought the one car just stopped because he thought the race was over. So I was just like, this is great. I didn't see him get together.
Yeah, no, they Maines was backing off, hoping that, because I don't think he really wanted to have it end that way, because he got into the back of Dean as they went through the 3-4 complex, and so yeah, that.
All right, well, he cost himself another win, but that was fun. That was a good time.
I have never seen a race where it ends with the whole field crashing across the line.
Can't say that anymore, Sam.
Yeah, no.
So
that was a good time.
That was wild, but yeah, definitely. That has to.
Second win of the year, so
it was
your
your second win of the year, and definitely your your second win of
ever
of the this round of the playoffs too. So that was just a wild finish.
Yeah, I agree. That was it was a long race, a lot of cautions, but it ended up ending under a big wreck, which was fitting.
True story. But Ray, we're going to let you get back down and celebrate with your team. Congratulations, and we're going to wait on pins and needles for next week when who shows up at Homestead is going to be announced.
Roger that, then. Sounds like a plan.
User was moved out of your channel.
So, Sam, that was one of the most wild events I've
User joined your channel.
I've ever seen. Yes, Ray.
Yeah. Free.
You moved the wrong guy.
Oh.
Oh, I moved Sam. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry. Sorry, Sam.
Sorry, Ray.
Yeah, no problem.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, so that guy called Sam. That's what kind of threw me for a loop there, was the fact that you normally are SCB, and that's what I was looking for. Yeah. So, anywho, one of the most wild finishes we've seen in history. I don't ever remember seeing anything that wild at a finish. When the entire field wrecks going across the line, Ray Black Jr. able to steal that one. Ryan McPhail hanging on for second. Jonathan Medeiros coming home in third. Ronnie Osmer in fourth. So I believe that's going to be good for Osmer to move on. Pelletier's going to move on. Garrett Maines is going to move on.
That's going to be...
I believe Michael Jeans is going to be the last one to move on to Homestead. So we'll wait.
It's heartbreaking for Zach Brew, though, because he was there the whole time, and then for it to end that way, that's just, gutted.
But we will, excuse me, we will see you next week at Homestead, Miami.
I'll be there.
Yeah, that was wild. Good grief. One of the most wild finishes I've ever seen. I'm still trying to comprehend exactly what we just saw. But congratulations to Ray Black Jr. Congratulations to the playoff contenders who were able to survive the melee tonight and move on to Homestead. We'll see you next week. You have been watching a presentation of the Bofa Broadcasting Company. This has been the RTFT All-Star Racing League Pro Series. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And wait till the stream is over. If you want to get in on the action that you saw tonight, go ahead and after the live portion of the stream is over, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and drop a comment below with your iRacing screen name. We'll pass it along to Taylor Burris. For Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett, for Mr. Taylor Burris, this is Tony Trapasso saying we will see you tomorrow night from Talladega in the IR05 Indy cars.
Bye-bye.